Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to discuss the topic training and development. In the last unit, we have studied the process of recruitment, how the recruitment takes place. So, according to the management studies, especially the HR department, in this section, the recruitment or selection is an important element. And after the selection or the placement, the newly appointed or placed employees will be given training and also development. So in this unit or module, we are going to discuss what is this training and development. So training is something we hope integrate into every manager's mindset. So they integrate this into everyone's mindset, meaning and concept of training. Training and development are the main functions of the human resource management. One of the main functions. Nowadays, many organizations organize a training program for the newly recruited or appointed recruited just after their selection and induction, to let them know about the rules, policies, procedures for directing their behavior and attitude as per the organizational needs. Because the newly appointed employees are appointed to achieve or to actualize the organizational needs or goals. So in order to achieve this goal, the newly appointed employees should be directed towards the behavior and attitude which leads to achieving the organizational goal. So training also helps the employees to change the conduct towards their superiors, subordinates, and colleagues. It helps to groom them for their prospective jobs, because they have to be trained, formed, groomed for their prospective jobs. And also, after training, their attitudes and behavior towards their superiors and subordinates and colleagues will be also changed. Definition. According to Michael Armstrong, training is the systematic modification of behavior through learning, which takes place as an outcome of education, instructions, development, and a planned experience. Because through training, a systematic modification or change is happening in their behavior through learning and training. According to Edwin B. Flippo, the purpose of training is to achieve a change in the behavior of those trained and to enable them to perform better. Because once they are trained, they know, they are familiar with the work, and also so that they can perform better. In order to achieve this objective, any training program should try to bring positive change in, that is, knowledge, skills, and attitude. Changes in knowledge, skills, and attitude. It helps to trainee to know facts, policies, procedures, and rules pertaining to their job, because they should have an idea or a knowledge or understanding about their job, procedures, policies, facts, and everything, the rules and all. Then the skills. It helps them to increase their technical and manual efficiency necessary to do the job, because they are appointed for a particular job and they should develop these skills, technical skill and manual efficiency attitude. That is very important. Even though you have the knowledge and the skill, but if you are not having a positive attitude towards the job, then nothing will work. So it molds their behavior towards their co-workers and superiors, also creates a sense of responsibility in the trainee, because after the training only they get a sense of responsibility and also their behavior towards their co-workers and superiors. Why this is needed? Which one training is needed? Training is the act of improving one's knowledge and skill to improve his or her job performance, because through training they are developing or improving knowledge and skill to work. Not only working, they have to improve their performance in job. And then training is job oriented. It is nothing else, but it is a job oriented. It bridges the gap between what the employee has and what the job demands, because the employee knows certain things and also job has a certain demands. So there is a gap between these two, and that will be bridged. For that matter, imparting training to employees working in all organized sectors of human activity is no longer a matter of debate, because there is no question. So this is very important. Training is very important. As per matter of fact, of late, the need for training has been recognized as an essential activity not only in business organizations but also in academic institutions, professional bodies and government departments. In all these sectors, newly appointed teachers or employees must be given the training. For example, attending one orientation and two refresher courses has been made compulsory for the university or colleges faculties with an objective to improve their knowledge and skill for improving their job performance, because they have to improve the job performance, and so this training, orientation program and refresher programs are given. Several conditions have contributed to make the organizations realize and recognize the need for imparting training to their employees, because this training for employees is also recognized, because to improve their skills, knowledge and also for better performance. Specifically, the need for training arises because of the following reason: environmental changes. With the emergence of liberalization, privatization and globalization, these are the three important changes. The business environment has been changed drastically. Why? Business environment has been changed very drastically because of liberalization, privatization and globalization. Mechanization, computerization, automation increasing in overseas business and development of MNCs have resulted in many changes that required trained staff possessing enough skills and knowledge to work in different culture, situations, geographical areas and among various people. The organization should train the employees to enrich them with the latest knowledge, because tremendous changes is taking place in the field of business, and also due to liberalization, privatization and globalization. a lot of changes like what? Uh, automation, computerization, mechanization, all these things are implemented or bringing changes because of this. So therefore the employees must be given training, then only they will be equipped or trained to perform their jobs effectively, updating knowledge. Because technological changes, advancement and new management philosophies have now made it imperative for the organization to renew and update the knowledge and skills of the employees, because this is changing day by day, because what technological change, and also the philosophy of management is also changing. So therefore that has to be taught or known by the employees. So training, through this training only we can impart these kind of knowledge and skills. It also ensures people not to become redundant for obvious functional competence. And the first and foremost need for training therefore is to renew and update both the knowledge and skills of employees to sustain their effective performance in order to develop them for future managerial positions, because several changes are taking places in the knowledge level and also skills level. So then only the future managerial positions will be fit for these people, and also they have to update themselves with the knowledge and skills. Organizational complexity, because the organization is so big, complex, and because of this you have to give them training, so then only they are able to understand and realize the performance and the functions of the organization. Avoiding obsolescence. Recent economic liberalization programs of government are necessitating organizational restructuring, with inter alia calls for training of the employees, irrespective of their functional level, for the redeployment in restructured jobs. Therefore, need for training is to avoid functional obsolescence, because we have to avoid all kind of functional obsolences. Therefore training is very important. Improving performance and better productivity. If you want to improve your performance, and also so that leads to better productivity. So if it is necessary, then you have to update your knowledge and skills. So every employee must be given this training, so that they will update their and renew their knowledge and skills. So then what happens, better performance, and that leads to better performance and better productivity. Human relations is also another important thing. So it is necessary for every management to maintain very good human relationships in the organization. That of course that is very important, the essential element of any organization. They have to keep a wonderful relationship with the employees. Therefore, apart from emphasizing on technical and conceptual skills, there is a need of developing human skills employees, because technical skills and knowledge is also very important. That also you should know. At the same time, human skills also should be developed, because we are meeting with or handling human beings, and also mingling with in a group. So we are working since we are working in a group, and we should have a very good interpersonal relationship, and the human skills of all employees is also very essential. So in order to keep this a good human relationship, so this kind of training and development is very important. Such human skills is necessary for effective interpersonal relationship, to deal with the human problems, and for sustaining healthy working environment. Because every human being, there are lot of issues and problems. These problems has to be solved, and also sustaining healthy working environment, that is also very important. And to seventh point is to match employee specifications with the job requirements and organizational needs, because your organizational need and job requirement should match with the employees specification. An employee's specification may not exactly suit to the requirements of the job and the organization, because sometimes it may not suit. Irrespective of past experience and skills, there is always a gap between the employees' present specifications and the organization's requirements. For filling this gap, training is required, because you may be having lot of knowledge and skills in certain things, but not fully with the requirement of the organization. So in order to fill this, you need a training and development, change in the job assignments. Training is also necessary when the existing employee is promoted to higher level or transferred to another department. The training is also required, because when you are transferred to other department, or you are promoted to higher level, then in that area also, in the new position also, you are not familiar with what to do and how to handle the situations and all. So therefore such people should be given training, imparting trade specific skills. In industrial employment, the convention is to recruit workers and employees through compulsory apprenticeship training. In certain companies, they recruit employees with compulsory apprenticeship training. Such apprenticeship training enables an organization to impart industry and trade specific skills to work, because here they can impart specific skills, trade specific skills to work, and also impart industry and its knowledge and everything. So this is also very important. And stabilizing workforce, because you have to stabilize. Frequent turnover is not at all good. Dropout is not at all good. Throughout the world, importance of training is now increasingly felt in stabilizing the workforce to withstand the technological change, and for making the organization dynamic in this changed process. Management experts now unanimously agree that it is the responsibility of the organization to train and develop their employees as a continuous process, because this should be a continuous process, which one training and development, and also to keep the whole the organization dynamic, and the employees should withstand. So we have to maintain the employees. Industrial safety. Proper training can help prevent industrial accidents, because they are trained. Those trained people, they can handle the situations very carefully. They also know the use of various safety devices in the factory, thus they are less prone to industrial accidents, because after the training only they come to know how to utilize these devices. So accidents can be reduced. Retain the talents. Training creates a feeling of confidence in the minds of the workers. Because every employee is a talent, and at the same time, they can So after the training, they will have the confidence in the minds of the workers. It gives them a security at the workplace. When job and when a worker is properly trained, he or she will take a keen interest in his or her job, and we can drive satisfaction from it, because those who are interested in a particular job, and if they are trained, so we can drive satisfaction from it. A satisfaction worker may not like to leave the job and try it at a new place, because people, they don't want to leave the job. So with this, we will stop. Now the importance of training will be taken later. Have a good day. Thank you.